The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, I'm Carol Kidu Jr. and this is Wednesday's news. In this edition, Southern Highlands sets benchmark with Level 4 hospital, Digicel launches One Nation Connected campaign, and Power batter Siaka Lega returns to Barramundis. Police have restored calm and reopened the Highlands Highway in the Nipa-Kutubu district. This follows attempts by an organized group to hold the nation to ransom by blocking off this vital highway. The Commissioner of Police, David Manning, said about 200 police and defense personnel responded to this situation, which led to the reopening of the roadway. Manning said the security forces are afforded the powers and protections of the Counter-Terrorism Act to undertake their duties and do so with the full support of the government. The Southern Highlands Provincial Health Authority is setting the benchmark for health service delivery in the country with the opening of its first Level 4 district hospital in Yelibu yesterday. The hospital is now fully equipped with a state-of-the-art operating theatre, a modern X-ray facility, a pathology lab, and a dental clinic and a new surgical ward.
This Level 4 facility conducted its first major surgery on the 22nd of September before the formal opening yesterday. The patient is now recovering at the new surgical ward. This development is in line with the National Health Plan 2021 to 2030 to streamline processes and enable district hospitals and rural health facilities to take care of primary health, while Level 5 facilities or provincial hospitals cater for specialist medical care and referrals, and the country's only tertiary hospital, Port Moresby General Hospital, concentrates on tertiary health care. CEO of PMGH, Dr. Paki Molumi, and CEO of Southern Highlands Provincial Health Authority, Dr. Joseph Birisi, explained how this development brings the model of care to life.
This is part of the National Health Plan. National Health Plan to people provincial hospital must come up with some specialist referral hospital. But when the provincial hospital becomes a specialist referral hospital, and minimum of people the specialist case now, referral to now. What about the rest of the district now? And that's why now people are need to building capacity at the district hospitals now, so that all can manage more general cases now, normal cases, all can manage it at the district level. So service we are providing at Port Moresby General Hospital is only 15% of the specialist services. 80% we are still doing primary and secondary care. Can also do me work now. Just imagine, suppose all got this facility taking care of the primary and secondary care, PNG will be completely different. We will be truly the Level 6 National Tertiary Referral Research and Teaching Hospital.
Birisi also revealed plans for the new Imbongu Hospital, which is under construction. 60 positions have already been created for this new hospital, with the first doctor to be recruited next year. Health Minister Helios Kapavore, in opening this facility, commended the Southern Highlands Provincial Health Authority Board and Management for the leadership in delivering the National Health Plan using allocated funds from the national budget.
Policy was 15 million PHS in the country. PHS delivering kind service in the primary health level. They are wasting too much money.
He further applauded SHPHA for the insight in creating 60 positions for Imbongu District Hospital, labeling it as a proactive approach.
See you blame it was making structure now, the 70 line, 70 no line structure now. Mr. People support team make sure it's approved quickly. Na put the budget. This is important. Time you start the plan also, you look him housing play you. See you must thinking Arab now, make him structure play Arab now. When you can open back inside. No can wait in a housing complete.
Chairman of SHPHA and Managing Director of MRDC, Augustine Mano, stressed the importance of bringing health services closer to people and commended the more than 900 health workers of SHPHA, including Dr. Caroline Undi of Yalibu Hospital, who had worked there for 10 years.
Me like to thank you also about 910 nurses now, doctors now, workman belong, Southern Islands PHA, also providing service along all this line. Now Dr. Undi is one of them. 10 years, that's the commitment. You like looking Chinese, looking with him, governor, member, minister, all this land, 910 soldiers of health, also in Southern Highlands.
The Yalibu District Hospital will serve the eastern end of Southern Islands, including Imbongu and Kagwa Rave. Member for Imbongu and Attorney General Pila Niningi, in responding to a request by Dr. Undi, committed to build one staff house for this newly upgraded facility. Ruth Rongula, TV1 News.
Health Minister Elias Kapavore challenged provincial governors and district development authorities to support their provincial health authorities and work hand in hand to ensure health services reach people. Minister Kapavore issued this strong call in Yalibu yesterday. The upgrade of facilities at this hospital to a level 4 hospital cost the PHA 3 million kina, all sourced from the national budget.
PHA, Dr. Birusi. PHA, Governor plus the province support the PHA. Governor, wherever you are, you need to support the PHs for your respective provinces. Wherever you are. Because you governor, you sign the PHA come of the province for you. It is a partnership under the Section 7 of the Provincial Health Authority Act of 2007. Provincial PHA Act, was a partnership agreement. It is the governor, he is the PC that actually invited the Minister for Health. The province lawyer sign him, Minister of Health sign him with the governor, the PHA come of the province for you. That means governor, you are responsible. When you get money, you start you cut the money and put in the PHA. No one should talk about the health and you. Or Prime Minister Moklo you, or PHA money. No, you are a governor. What the PC blow you. You need to commit funding to make sure that the health services is fully functioning. See you blame it was making structure now, the 70 line, 70 no line structure now. Mr. People support team make sure it's approved quickly. Na put the budget. This is important. Time you start the plan also, you look him housing play you. See you must thinking Arab now, make him structure play Arab now. When you can open back inside. No can wait in a housing complete.
City Mission, PNG and China Railway Construction Engineering Group have launched a powerful partnership to support vulnerable youth, women and children in Papua New Guinea.
At a special event held at the New Life Skills Training Center near Port Moresby on Tuesday, September 23rd, China Railway Construction Engineering Group donated vocational tools, training kits and essential supplies. The initiative teamed Empower Youths, Women and Children, Build Hope for the Future of PNG, aims to equip young people with life-changing skills and opportunities. China Railway General Manager Sam Zia said the company is committed to building lives, not just infrastructure.
CRCEG is not a business entity. We strive to be a committed and caring partner to Papua New Guinea. For us, corporate social responsibility extends beyond infrastructure development. It's about human development. It's about investing in people, empowering our youth with skills and opportunities for a brighter future, supporting vulnerable women and children with both essential supplies and the compassion to heal and rebuild, and ultimately working hand in hand with the local community to build lasting hope. As I said, the company has been here 17 years. Like our senior management team, Most of us have been in Papua New Guinea more than 10 years. We like this country. It's our second home for us. Today's event, under the powerful theme, Empower Youth, Women, Children, Build Hope for PNG Future, embodies this very philosophy.
City Mission's Corporate Affairs Manager, Lynn Natera, called the partnership a bridge from hardship to hope, noting that over 1,800 men have graduated from the program since 2012.
The mission has successfully graduated more than 1,800 young men since 2012. Today, we are proud to say that 61% of our staff are graduates of the City Mission program. Each of them carries a powerful testimony of how City Mission gave them a second chance in life. They now give back by helping the next generation, as we believe that the youth of today that we help are the answers for the youth of tomorrow. This is why today is so significant. The generous support of the donations of China Railway Construction Engineering Group will go a long way in improving the livelihood of our trainees. Your contribution is not just financial, it is an investment in lives, into futures, and into the transformation of our communities in which we operate. The improvements that will be made possible through this support will bring dignity, stability, and hope to so many young men and women who call City Mission their home. To our distinguished guests and the leadership of CRCEG, we are deeply grateful. Your generosity reflects a true heart for people and a vision for sustainable change.
The event ended with music, testimonies, and a celebration marking a new chapter of hope and empowerment for PNG's future. Joanna Violet Pile, TV1 News.
Prime Minister James Marape has welcomed the adoption of the New York Declaration by the United Nations General Assembly, describing it as an important step in the global community's response to the Israel-Palestine conflict. The declaration, endorsed earlier this month by most member states, condemned Hamas as a terrorist organization for the first time, while reaffirming Israel's right to exist and the Palestinian people's right to dignity and security. Prime Minister James Marape has expressed his support for the adoption of the New York Declaration by the United Nations General Assembly, highlighting its significance as a crucial step in the global response to the long-standing Israel-Palestine conflict. The declaration, which was endorsed earlier this month by the majority of member states, marks a notable event in international diplomacy by explicitly designating Hamas as a terrorist organization for the first time. In his address, Marape emphasized the importance of balancing the rights and dignity of both Israelis and Palestinians, reaffirming Israel's right to exist alongside the Palestinian people's right to security and dignity. This declaration could pave the way for renewed discussions about peace and cooperation in the region, as it encourages a more unified international stance on the issues at hand. After the break, Digicel launches One Nation Connected campaign and tripartite MOU signed to establish solar technology application and resource center in the nation's capital.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Toks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Magic Golden Ticket Promotion e-come back. Na by finish long 30th November 2025. Tiny Magic Golden Ticket blong you, long winning share blong 500,000 kina inside long packet Magic Chicken or beef noodles. All prizes start 50,000 kina, 20,000 kina, 1,000 kina, na 500 kina. Open packet blong Magic Noodles na Tiny Golden Ticket long come up winner. No can wait. Buy Meiji noodles now.
We've been traveling along this road together for over 50 years. Ella Motors acknowledges the visionaries and hard work that have been the driving strength to continued nation building. We live, prosper, sustainably grow with the community, whilst developing quality mobility chains, aspiring to be your first choice on every occasion. Ella Motors, celebrating with Papua New Guinea throughout our independence golden jubilee.
Tell him shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but met it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring the groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring the groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi, Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi,
Show the dishes who's boss. Fight mess with Axion, the tough grease stripper. 100% effective at doing the dirty work. The triple active power breaks down tough grease, and its antibacterial formula leaves dishes squeaky clean. Get tough on grease. Get Axion.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
Passes over the top, intercept! Warbreakers away! Wilton has scored! Teague Wilton goes the whistle! Cronulla are into the final four. Shot ball! They've done it again! This is a comeback for the agent! This is Reece Walsh at his best! Back on the inside, they get them again! Running riot! Cleary is there! He scores!
Welcome back. NASFund is reminding members that its services are completely free and no third-party agents are authorized to act on its behalf. The fund has received reports of individuals falsely claiming to represent NASFund and charging fees for assistance. Members are warned that sharing personal details with such imposters can lead to fraudulent withdrawals, identity theft, and the loss of retirement savings. Chief Executive Officer Rajiv Sharma says NASFund is committed to protecting members' retirement savings and ensuring secure, transparent service delivery. NASFund members are urged to use only official channels and to report any suspicious approaches immediately. Digicel PNG has announced the launch of its new campaign, One Nation Connected, delivering up to 33 times more data allowance without any increase in price to the normal one-talk combo. As part of One Nation Connected, customers will also enjoy the freedom to call anyone across PNG, both off and on net. This campaign will allow customers to pay less and receive more communication services from Digicel PNG while maintaining its high-quality network around the country.
With Papua New Guinea having reached 50 years of political independence, Digicel PNG has stepped up in a huge way by providing mobile and telecommunication services to millions. Addressing the media in a press conference on Tuesday afternoon, Digicel CEO Tariq Bodiaf stated that the One Nation Connected campaign is all about giving back to customers.
Making it quite easier for everyone to stay connected. With One Nation Connected, our customers now have the freedom to call anyone without carrying multi-SIMs to reach on-net network. So, to make it simple, only with Digicel SIM you can call anyone everywhere. So that's the new with this offer.
The campaign reflects Digicel PNG's ongoing commitment to improving service quality with strong investment in network coverage, internet speed, and customer experience to ensure a reliable network is provided with best value in the market.
Anniversary One Nation Connected campaign is more than just a new offer. It's also our commitment to connecting families, empowering communities, and supporting PNG digital future.
Digicel PNG is committed to empowering communities, expanding access, and strengthening the bonds that make Papua New Guinea truly one nation, connected and better together in the next 50 years. The new campaign launched aims to leave a lasting legacy with reliable and efficient services for generations to come. Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN News.
Papua New Guinea has taken a significant step forward in its resource sector. The Conservation and Environmental Protection Authority has issued the upstream Level 3 environmental permit for the Papua LNG project to Total Energies EP PNG Limited. The permit, handed over by SEPA's Managing Director Jude Tukulia, represents over 10 years of collaboration and rigorous scientific review. It sets strict conditions through environmental and social management plans to monitor and mitigate impacts throughout the project's life. Tukulia says the milestone supports Prime Minister James Marape's target of securing 200 billion kina worth of oil, gas and mining projects in the next 15 years. The permit also emphasizes public participation, ensuring communities and stakeholders remain part of the conversation as the project progresses toward a final investment decision. A tripartite MOU signing was held today between the National Energy Authority, the International Solar Alliance and Don Bosco Technical Institute to establish a solar technology application and resource center in Port Moresby. This initiative will see world-class solar technology application housed at the institution's campus, with a lab and lecture room available to boost learning.
In boosting learning and teaching at Don Bosco Technical Institute, the signing ceremony kicked off with the three parties signing the Memorandum of Understanding to ensure initial work progress. The Solar Application Center is a combined initiative from the three parties for training. This center will be used for training to help spread the use of solar across the country to mitigate power supply issues currently faced by the citizens. Coordinator for Star Center Raymond Unasi stated that the module in the Solar Technology Training Center is based on two main targets: to enhance technicians and people already involved in solar companies and agencies, and to apply well-standard solar technology in the country.
The primary knowledge that we want to roll out through the Stasi Center is technology. What kind of technology that is evolving in the world, and what kind of technology that is new that we need to understand. The technicians need to understand. That's number one. Number two, the standards of the equipments. We have to certify the standards. So our solar electrical tradesmen or technicians must be certified through, in the long process through the National Energy Authority. So we want to control the solar technology and the renewable energy space so that everyone appreciates the evolving knowledge. So,
the second segment of the program was the opening of the double complex at DPTI, which will host the participants. The duplex will host up to 30 participants from around the country who have a background in the renewable energy sector, especially solar engineers and technicians. Students at DPTI will also benefit from this program. Father Ariel Mesetenge said the DPTI is honored to partner with NEA to run this program.
We were very honored for this invitation, and we are so ready to do this because we are a technological institution, and we would like to train our students in skills, and we are envisioning also to become an entrepreneurial university that can have this kind of collaboration with the government and with industries.
Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN News.
Papua New Guinea faces the risk of being grey-listed due to strategic deficiencies in its systems to combat money laundering, terrorism financing, and the proliferation financing. These deficiencies include widespread corruption, weak enforcement of anti-money laundering laws, and poor supervision of financial activities. If grey-listed, PNG will face increased international scrutiny, reputational damage, higher transaction costs, and difficulties with international banking and foreign investment.
Central Bank Governor, in a statement, explained that if Papua New Guinea is placed on the grey list by the Financial Action Task Force, it could seriously affect the economy. She said being grey listed means the country is seen as not doing enough to prevent financial crimes like money laundering. She says this could reduce investor confidence and make it harder for PNG businesses and individuals to send or receive money overseas. Even simple services like using Western Union could be limited. She explained that if grey-listed, PNG would be given a list of actions it must take to improve. She said the government would need to regularly report progress to the FATF and the international community would expect clear and fast improvements. Genia said minimizing the impact of potential grey listing will take sustained effort from all responsible agencies, not only in the lead-up to, but also beyond October 2025. She added that commitment to reform will demonstrate the determination to change, strengthening systems, and minimizing the remaining steps necessary for a swift governance removal from the grey list. She stressed that these reforms must also be enduring, as these changes made through this process will chart a path for PNG towards a more resilient financial future. Freddie Mo, TVWAN News.
And in finance news, the kina closed lower at $0.2391 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2316, $0.3481 Australian dollars, $0.1879 euro, and 33.84 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold, cocoa, crude oil, and copper closed higher. Coffee, copra, and palm oil closed the day lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. TV1 News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's OneTalk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's OneTalk Wallet. PSP's OneTalk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Magic Golden Ticket Promotion come back. Now by Pinis long 30th November 2025. Tiny Magic Golden Ticket long you, long winning share long 500,000 kina inside long packet magic chicken or beef noodles. All prizes start 50,000 kina, 20,000 kina, 1,000 kina, na 500 kina. Open packet long magic noodles na Tiny Golden Ticket long come up winner. No can wait. Buy magic noodles now.
For Simon, life is simple. Dreams seem distant, yet hope remains. One ticket, one dream. Simon's world changed forever. Yes! From small dreams to big possibilities. One Top Jackpot is here for everyone. Win big every day.
Hi, with the help of Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner, with these 3 quick and easy tips, I'm going to show you that more natural, beautiful hair is achievable. Step 1, massage your scalp during washing with shampoo. Step 2, apply conditioner to the tips of your hair. Step 3, gently towel dry your hair. There you have it. For natural, beautiful hair, use Palmolive Naturals shampoo and conditioner. Have a great hair day.
100% proudly PNG owned, Seedler Bay Hotel proudly joins the nation in celebrating our Golden Jubilee 50th independence. Thank you for being a valued part of our community. Let's continue the journey for another 50 years together. Proudly PNG.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Haren, Kok, Young, or Roll, the Scale Rice family meal with Toast. We bring out the smiles, cause it's a favorite by miles. Seni Sigola, Scale Rice, low scale price. Seni Sigola, Scale Rice, low scale price. Him, but you like him?
And Gomazuna gets it away to Krill. Over the back it goes. Barrett went up. There it is. TT. Now Jordan injecting himself. Will Jordan. Second check. There it is. To Player.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Over 30 postgraduate students from the Papua New Guinea University of Technology in Lae, Morobe Province are preparing to present their research at a seminar set for October the 1st to the 2nd, 2025. The seminar is a crucial part of the institution as it gives students the platform to present their solutions to real-world problems.
34 postgraduate students across 13 faculties in the Papua New Guinea University of Technology in Lae, Morobe Province will be presenting their research at the annual Postgraduate Student Research Seminar. The event is scheduled for October 1st and 2nd and will be held at the Rose Kekedo Center at the Taraka campus. The seminar is facilitated by the Faculty of Postgraduate Studies, Research and Innovation. The postgraduate faculty highlighted that the seminar is a flagship annual event that highlights the cutting-edge research of their postgraduate students across all faculties, including sciences, engineering, humanities, natural resources, and the built environment. Acting Dean Professor Raza Shekhar Rao said the event not only showcases academic excellence but also reflects the university's commitment to its strategic plan 2025 to 2029, which aims to develop a premier center for training high-skilled professionals capable of driving innovation, equity, well-being, and prosperity in line with PNG Vision 2050. With 13 schools offering postgraduate programs up to PhD level, the university currently has 234 registered postgraduate students, including 25 PhD candidates. This year, 32 postgraduate students, including 5 PhD candidates from across the 13 schools, will present their research findings. Susan Oreape, TVWAN News.
WK Kidi Gutpila Sindan Peace Foundation this week celebrated World Peace Day in Port Moresby. At the event, it urged the people present to recognize the true peace that comes from Jesus Christ.
Mark Wani, the chairman behind the WK Kidi Gutpila Sindan Peace Foundation, explained that the International Peace Day is a United Nations appointed day to promote peace and harmony in communities and among families. And for the local peace organization, this is the 10th time they are observing the day.
United Nations come up lo
after this war, World War I, World War II, plenty bagarap even come up now, plenty man die, place bagarap. Now our big black country is starting this idea of forming United Nations. Not stopping fight na bagarap, no fight. So only starting this idea of bringing our country, but not going to fight more, but all must stop peace because all looking for peace and bakar and prosperity, then bakar and good plus down man. So that's how M start 70, 80 years ago. Now this is imi looking Muslim. All people prosperity come up, all country in Europe now, United States, now all legally country too, all developed become strong black country. Now planting man many stuff, good plus Iran, the peace come up.
When he said just like the United Nations was formed and countries work towards obtaining peace, the government has the same responsibility to create an environment in which people can live to experience peace where they can prosper. However, in Papua New Guinea, one observed that there are many problems and people are not living in peace despite the government and partners' efforts in providing peace initiatives and ways to stop trouble.
People like this legal organization driving one them all initiatives people like they move forward, all impacting lifelong man's or by some good place down, some completeness, the satisfaction of lifelong.
Frida Kana, TV1 News.
In regional news, Tasmania has a reputation as a refuge from the impacts of climate change due to its sprawling wilderness areas and cool climate. But the National Climate Risk Assessment has forecast key climate hazards for the state, including worsening heat waves, drought and flooding.
Laying down the first coats, Queensland couple Anna and Jack are starting to renovate their new Tasmanian home. They made the move to beat the heat.
People had made comments whilst we were here of, you get to witness all 4 seasons. It's not just summer all year and then you get winter for 2 weeks.
Jack works as a tradie and recalls being sent home from a work site for days because of the Queensland heat.
We couldn't breathe, the humidity was so bad. It was 1:30 in the arvo, still had a couple of hours to go. And the foreman just said, bugger this, this can't be done.
The couple are part of a growing cohort of people moving to Tasmania for the climate. Although Tasmania may have a reputation as a climate refuge, the recent National Climate Risk Assessment highlighted key climate hazards for the state.
Just because we might not see all of those same effects in the same way that every other place doesn't mean that the impacts in Tasmania won't be as difficult.
The assessment found Tasmania could expect a rise in severe and extreme heat waves from 2 to up to 20 days a year, higher fire danger, increased drought and more floods. Launceston was studied for what's called compound flooding. That's when there's more than one cause of a flood. The assessment found that the city's flood risk could result in some areas being submerged by more than 2 metres of water by 2090.
We are prepared to respond when a flood event does happen, and whilst I really hope that we don't reach the magnitudes of some of the floods that are presented in the case study and in the report, we need to be prepared as a community.
It's hoped the assessment will be used by governments, businesses and communities to avoid the worst case scenarios. Dr Palmer says Tasmania's capability to adapt to and recover from climate change will rely on the readiness of emergency services and local governments.
How well resourced they are to be able to manage those events and to support people and protect people and help them to recover.
Jack and Anna still feel they've come to the right place.
And even if those types of issues that we were seeing in Queensland started to eventuate down here, we would probably just be grateful that we would be dealing with a smaller or a lower severity of it anyway.
5 years after the Black Summer fires devastated the Victorian beach town of Malakuta, many residents are still without permanent homes. Along with the red tape surrounding insurance and approvals, there's now a shortage of builders in the remote community, prompting experts to call for a more proactive approach to disaster relief.
Justin Brady finds himself singing a different tune these days.
The Malakuta musician is living in a makeshift home amongst blackened trees as he fights to rebuild his life after the Black Summer fires.
A few years ago, I was just totally all at sea and didn't know what to look forward to because I was just still trying to deal with the grief of what I'd gone through.
He was uninsured and struggled to cope with the trauma. And while an architect offered her work for free, he now can't find the tradesman to build his new house.
All the builders in Malakuta are pretty much tied up because there's just so much work to do after the fires.
Justin Brady is just one Malakuta resident who's had trouble navigating their way through the rebuilding of the town. In response, local caseworkers have been embedded here since the fires, advocating for those who've lost their homes and assisting with the bureaucracy of recovery.
Support after an event is critical, and we need to continue to do that for as long as people need. In between events is when we can really support communities to develop the resilience they need to be able to manage these events.
Julie Parker is one of those who received help and is finally seeing results on her rebuild.
Try to be optimistic about what's happening here because it's been a long haul. There's been a lot of delays and hiccups along the journey.
While the community here is still recovering, there is a feeling of looking forward and future-proofing for emergencies to come.
Having something like that that's to look forward to is really important, you know.
Providing help where and when it's needed.
An Alice Springs corrections officer says overcrowding, no air conditioning and staff shortages are putting staff and prisoners at risk. Church leaders wrote to the member for Breitling, Josh Burgoyne, raising concerns about the overcrowding and lack of cooling at the prison in March.
Inhumane with the potential to kill. That's how a group of churches doing weekly outreach at the Alice Springs Correctional Centre have described its hot and overcrowded conditions in a letter sent in March to Breitling MP Josh Burgoyne after a run of hot days. The churches called for better cooling and ventilation inside the prison ahead of summer. But Mr Burgoyne says he never received their letter and that the cost to air condition the jail would be $20 million.
But if what you're telling me is that the conditions out at the jail mean that people do not want to go back out there, I think that's a positive thing. We do not want people to continue to reoffend and end up in our prisons.
One signatory to the letter says after meeting Mr Burgoyne, they're still concerned.
Conditions like heat, stress, cold stress, they can't be viewed as additional punishment. So the lines that have been used that if they don't want those conditions, they shouldn't offend, I find horrific and inhumane. This is not what we ask our government to do.
A prison guard who's spoken to the ABC on the condition of anonymity says heat isn't the only issue putting the lives of staff and prisoners at risk. They'd seen 17 people in a cell and described conditions as inhumane in a place supposed to be for rehabilitation. They were surprised not to see more serious injury more often. The NT government says an assessment of ventilation found the need for upgrades to electrical supply, claiming they have started the process of seeking contractors.
As we all know, the heat gets quite bad over in Alice Springs at this time, and nothing has been done to mitigate the risk of the heat for officers and for prisoners.
A long summer ahead.
And that ends the news segment. In sports, veteran power batter Siaka Lega returns to Barras camp after recent fallout with cricket PNG. That story and more when we come back.
Are you ready to meet the best version of yourself? The one with the bright, confident smile? You've got to take pride in how good you look, how fresh your breath smells, and how great you feel. To boss it at work, to be your best for uni, or to catch the eye of that special someone. You've got to brush up your vibe with whiter, healthier, brighter teeth. Brush up for confidence with Colgate.
Long year 2024, 7 pa baby i-born one time HIV. HIV ikan go long baby long triple rot. Time bel mama ikat HIV, long time long karen baby, na time baby isusu. Tasol yumi can help him bel mama, long lookout him baby inside long bell. go quick time long bel mama clinic na kisim antenatal check. Time yumi panim sick HIV area o time bel mama I positive penis, early treatment I can save him baby. Give him baby healthy start long life. Stop him spread long sick HIV eagle long baby. This lutok sawa ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Mr. Russell, we must kisim signya sa bungin.
You survey yourself, you can put in one per complaint.
I'm not giving big player. Online by doctor. No, also one I'm supposed me on that sorry kissing.
You think him go through Sam, you like putting this plus sexual harassment report on Mr. Russell.
Who said you making this black complaint?
Joining BCFW now member blong ni plan na sanap strong against him workplace harassment.
People come here with big dreams.
And then some of them snap.
Amy Harwick, once the fiancée of Drew Carey, murdered at her home.
A shocking murder mystery out of Hollywood that ended with an up-and-coming TV actor dead.
Adea Shabani disappearing without a trace.
The Hollywood dream turned into a nightmare.
Through the Blackwater bayous and in the dark Louisiana night floats a duck camp, alive with the sounds of swamp pop and with the smells of Cajun cooking. I find no greater joy than when I cook for friends at the duck camp. We'll see what it means to cook recipes from the swamp floor pantry and explore Louisiana's rich, complicated history with the outdoors. Shoot straight and come hungry, my friends. My name is Jean-Paul Bourgeois, and this is Duck Camp Dinners.
Welcome back. The national men's cricket team, PNG Barramundis, left for Brisbane today for several warm-up matches ahead of the ICC T20 World Cup Asia Regional Final in Oman in October. Following their dismal performance at the recent ICC World Cup Challenge in Jersey in August, the Barras have taken some big lessons from that and left for the Oman tour with positive mindset.
Barras coach John Ovia expressed confidence in the revamped lineup boosted by the recall of Lega Siaka, Gaudi Toka and Doko Rupa, adding experienced hands in the batting prowess and tidying up their midfield department, which was lacking in their last campaign. The Barras are set for the ICC T20 World Cup Asia region on October 8 to 17 in Oman.
The change we made was Lega, Doko and Gaudi Toka. So Doko will be the second keeper to Hilaware, and Gaudi can bat up there like top water batter. So we have covered everything up there.
Highlighting their Jersey experience, Ovia said they have been able to address some of their downfalls, especially execution in spin batting and lack of freedom and choice when batting under pressure.
Well, experience, we did most of the spin batting because spin was one of our downfall, and also being greedy when batting, and also exercise their freedom of when they're batting. So what we were trying to do is no fear, you just go out there and play your normal game.
Ovia said before heading to Oman, the Barras will engage in several warm-up matches and also some quality training with some top Brisbane coaches.
Thanks to Cricket Queensland who have put a program for us. This 1 week we'll be doing night matches, day matches, and also doing some quality training with Queensland-based cricketing coaches. So we are like being helped by Cricket Queensland.
Veteran captain Asad Vala again emphasized to his team that they are now at the crossroads to try to qualify, meaning it's a must-win situation against Samoa and Oman to make the top 6.
As always, we are going there to try and qualify for another World Cup. So I think we are not looking too far at ourselves. 2 really important group games against Samoa and Oman. I think the main thing for us is try to get into the Super 6 and try to move from there. I think first and foremost is if we get into the Super 6, that's the main thing that we are looking forward to get past the first stage before we look ahead of qualifying for the World Cup.
The Barras are scheduled to play Samoa on October 9 before they meet Oman on October 10. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The Barras' next leg of the ICC T20 World Cup qualifier campaign has been boosted with the return of prodigal son and veteran power batter Siaka Lega after his recent fallout with Cricket PNG. Lega, along with fellow internationals Gauri Toka and Doko Rupa, returned to the national team after missing the Jersey tour in August.
32-year-old veteran Siaka Lega brings a wealth of experience and confidence back to the playing group after walking away from the team during a recent standoff between players, staff and Cricket PNG board. Before the team departed for Brisbane today, Lega expressed excitement to be back in the pitch. Lega said he owes the boys and the country some unfinished business.
To be a leading batting scorer at this tournament and try and qualify for the World Cup, and also helping the boys, younger boys.
Lega said the team has a good mix of experience and young talent and is confident they will embrace the experience and do well at the upcoming tournament.
I'm pretty sure they enjoy the tour with the boys, and I'm sure the new faces and new boys is just new experience for me and for them as well to play in the team. I'm pretty sure boys been prepared for last couple months and they're ready for this tournament, and I'm confident as well we will qualify for the World Cup.
Among Lega's career highlights was making the squad for the 2024 ICC Men's T20 World Cup tournament. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The Papua New Guinea Rugby Football League Board and management have congratulated the Papua New Guinea National Rugby League competition for the exceptional success of the 2025 season, which included the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup, Santos Cup and the inaugural National Youth Competition. The grand final matches held on the eve of PNG's 50th independence anniversary became more than just a culmination of sporting excellence. They served as a celebration of PNG's rich culture and sporting heritage.
In collaboration with the PNG government, the finals showcased the diversity and vibrancy of PNG cultures. Traditional dancers from Manus province opened the event, paying homage to our cultural roots. The celebrations continued with star-studded performances by local artists including Chris Cobb, Malmeninga Kuri, Didi Maru and One Squad, captivating the audience and highlighting local talent. Also in attendance was Prime Minister James Marape, Sports Minister Kinoka Feo, and the executives from the major sponsors Digicel PNG, Santos, ExxonMobil PNG, Telstra CEO Vicky Brady, PNG NRL Club Chairman Ray Bede, outgoing PNG NRL CEO Andrew Hill, SP PNG under CEO Scott Barker, and Queensland Rugby League CEO Ben Ikin. PNG RFL Chairman Sandy Saka, in his congratulatory speech, acknowledged the tremendous progress made by the PNG NRLC during the 2025 season. Despite some challenges, the season highlighted significant growth in PNG Rugby League driven by commitment and support. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
Pacific Bowl Championship is set to kick off next month. It is an opportunity for some rugby league players to play for their careers. Jacob Alec from the Gold Coast Titans has been told to explore options elsewhere as the Titans will not renew his contract. The Pacific champion is an opportunity to impress NRL for a new contract. There has been reports some Super League clubs are interested in his service, but it is unclear whether or not he has agreed to travel to England to see out his career. With his career hanging on balance, the end of the season Pacific Championship is a perfect opportunity for him to impress some NRL clubs. Jacob Alec played over 10 games for the Titans and has been a regular member of PNG Kumuls since making his debut for PNG national team in 2022. Lachlan Lamb of Lee Leopards has been voted Player of the Year by the Rugby League Writers and Broadcasters Association. It is the second time in 3 years the Papua New Guinea scrum half has won the award, elevating him to a select group of players to have been recognized more than once since it was introduced for the first Super League season in 1996.
Lee Leopards' Lachlan Lamb had already made history with his first Player of the Year award in 2023 by following the footsteps of his father Adrian. The Leopards head coach, who was also the RWBA Player of the Year as a Wigan player back in 2002. It's already been a momentous month for the Lamb as Lachlan, 28, became a father early this month and Adrian a grandfather. Lachlan has pulled the strings masterfully all season as the Leopards have secured their first top 3 Super League finish, meaning their first home playoff at Lee Sports Village against Wakefield Trinity this Friday night. 9 players received votes, with Jake Connor a close runner-up to Lamb after an outstanding debut season for Leeds Rhinos. 3 more former winners polled strongly, with the 2022 winner Jai Field coming third and 2024 winners Bevan Friends and Mickey Lewis joining the Hull Kingston Rovers hooker Jez Litton in a tie for 4th. 2 more Hull KR players, the Friends fullback Arthur Morg and the captain Elliot Minichello, plus Hull FC prop Herman Hesse and lead fullback Lachlan Miller also received votes. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And that ends the sports segment. Now the weather forecast. Southern region, Port Moresby, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with chances of few showers. Daru, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with some showers and possible thunderstorms. Momase, Lae, cloudy periods with rain, then rain showers and possible thunderstorm. Wewak, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Kavieng, partly cloudy. Kokopo Rabaul, partly cloudy with possible few showers and thunderstorms. And Highlands region, Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy periods with heavy rain at times and thunderstorms. Oceans forecast. Coral Sea sees moderate to rough with southeasterly winds of 15 to 20 knots, reaching 25 to 33 knots with stronger gusts. Solomon Sea sees slight with southeast to northeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea sees slight with southeast to easterly winds of 5 to 15 knots. And Pacific Ocean sees slight with southeast to easterly winds of 5 to 15 knots. And coastal waters. Waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru to Kiwai Island, to Kerma to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samari Island. Seas 1.5 to 2.5 meters rising to 3 meters. Waters of Finchafen through Vitius Strait to Siasi and Long Island to Medang, and waters of West New Britain to Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 2 meters. Waters of Cape Bogle to Huon Gulf to Finchafen, and waters of Finchafen through Whittier Strait to Siassi and Long Island to Medang, seas 1 to 1.5 meters. And that ends the news tonight. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by